Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while I posted a video, but over the time I've been off. I've been writing a book, which I've mentioned in the past video. And over the time I thought to myself that a lot of people watching my channel probably want to know how I do some of the stuff I show in the videos, such as animations and WebGL and stuff. So I thought, why not teach some of this stuff? And I think fundamentally it starts with 3D modeling, and I've used Blender over the years as well, just as well as I've used ZBrush as well, but ZBrush is a bit advanced. So I've started Blender course here, videos on how to use Blender basically. So there is a document I've so written, Blender 3D for beginners. I'm going to have to update this. It's something I've written over the years for students I taught in the university, so I've sort of updated it. I'll probably update it a bit to sort of cover the subjects I discussed. So it's sort of spread over a few chapters. Chapter 1, introduction. So, but essentially what I intend to do is to also basically discuss what 3D is all about, understanding the Cartesian coordinates X, Y, Z, and how they come into using modeling. A fundamental understanding of this will definitely benefit you if you decide to go into 3D modeling. But so to start this, you probably want to go to blender.org and download Blender. If you go to download on that page, just click download Blender. So I'm using Windows, and so I can click on that, or you can decide to select your preferred operating system here. And then if you need to Blender, well, it's just going to take you through a few things in Blender. You can as well go down. So download Blender Experimental just gives you the latest version of it, Blender. So you can just go ahead and download that and install. What you get to see is when you first open Blender, this is what you exactly that complex. When you're learning anything new, what's important is for you to know that you want to learn this thing and you want to be consistent. If you remain consistent with this, you will learn and understand how to use the program. I guess I was drawn by passion for 3D modeling when I started. I read a book from start to end to be able to understand how Blender works. But eventually I sort of got hooked on it, and I sort of started, doing 3D modeling basically. But in order not to lengthen this video, I just want to run through a few things, and that's looking at wherever you start Blender, what you see is this. That's the default cube, and that's the light, that's the camera. Always you want to have these three items at least. The cube could be not in the scene as well. If I press the X button, I can delete the cube. Same as if I press the X button on the keyboard, I can delete any of this, guys. But then you also see that there is this green line and red line, and there's this grid. So the grid sort of gives you a floor, reference of a floor, so you can sort of place the cube on the floor, or you can move it up the floor. And then this basically is the 3D viewport, where you have the 3D model. This panel here is the timeline, where you sort of play if you're doing sort of animation. It's always a default, you can always change this. Here you have the outliner, where you have all the items in the scene, so you can see there's a camera, there's a cube, and there's a light. And here you have the properties, so you can as well click on any of this to see the list of all the properties: rendering, render, output, view layer, scene, world. If you select any of this properties gets auto-populated, especially for this, the object data and the material, basically same as the data panel as well. So as we go along, you to understand some of these things. In the next video, we'll probably talk about the movement of the cube in the scene. So see you in the next video. Cheers, bye. Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I want to use this opportunity to introduce my book titled Wired for Innovation. I wrote it based on my experience over my career. I feel I've learned a lot that I could share with everyone else on this channel and everywhere else. So in it, I discuss a mental state that has enabled me to learn and to apply the numerous tools that I use within this channel and outside this channel, which I use to build solutions, several solutions. And I talk about what I've learned while being in industry, research, and doing personal projects. So I discuss what gives me the passion, what drives passion, and the essence to remain calm, resilient, and consistent. The basic point is that you can learn anything you want to learn. It always comes down to how consistent you are. You should have a plan, you should have a target, and then you should look towards the results that you intend to obtain. So I also include my own ideas and methods that I've used that have worked for me, and how you can require your brain for creativity, and how you can tackle complex problems with applying fresh eyes, and then build the habit that enables you to remain resilient. So whether you're an entrepreneur, a programmer, developer, designer, and you don't really have to be in IT basically to think differently. So why not grab a copy of Wire for Innovation and start to understand the systems thinking mentality that will enable you to remain resilient in this new age of AI. You can grab a copy on Amazon Kindle or paperback, whichever one you prefer. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks and bye.